Mrs. Robinson. My name is Kayla Pierce, the housekeeper who will be working at your house starting today. Although I will only be commuting 5 times a week for about 4 hours each time, I will do my best to prepare delicious meals and maintain a sparkling clean house. Thank you for hiring me. I won't let you down.
Oh, hello. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Since it's your first day with us today, I wanted to be home early to meet and greet with you. But unfortunately, an important guest for my business stopped by earlier today and things got delayed. I'm very sorry for not being able to take off at my usual time and be there for you, ma'am.
No, please don't be. We can meet and greet anytime later when you're not busy. I don't mind it, so please don't apologize, ma'am. By the way, I'm actually pretty young to be called ma'am. I'm barely 30 years old, so you don't have to call me Mrs. Pierce or ma'am. Please, call me Kayla.
Oh, is that so? I apologize for my mistake. Until now, older ladies came to help with household chores every time, so I thought you would be older this time too. But you seem much younger than I expected. It's my first time having a young housekeeper, so it feels fresh and exciting.
It is pathetic that I don't know anything other than doing chores like a housemaid or a housekeeper for someone else's house at a young age, isn't it? These days, many 30-year-old women are reaching the peak of their careers and holding high positions that are societally recognized. On the other hand, I only know how to cook and clean the house. Although I may be young, rest assured that I am good at what I do. So, please don't worry.
No, that's not what I meant. I sincerely apologize if I made you uncomfortable. I rather admire you. Your determination to sweat and earn a living without worrying about other people's judgments is truly admirable. It brings me both comfort and pride to be able to entrust the management of our household to someone like you.
I hardly deserve such high praise, ma'am. I have no other choice but to work as a housekeeper to make a living. But don't think I don't do my job with my best or integrity. If you keep watching how I get my work done, you won't regret the choice you made.
My choice?
Oh, Mr. Robinson didn't tell you? I stopped by the staffing agency the other day to take care of something, and I happened to run into him coincidentally. He was looking to hire a housekeeper, and I was there available, so he hired me right there. He wanted me to start working as soon as possible.
Oh, that's what happened. He was lucky to run into you at the staffing agency. Anyway, please take good care of our household from now on. My husband and I often come home late due to work, and we don't have enough time to properly take care of the household chores. From now on, you will have to take care of everything for us. Thank you so much, Kayla.
I'm looking forward to working for you, ma'am. Hello, Mrs. Robinson. Just wanted to let you know that your dinner for tonight and breakfast for tomorrow morning for you are all prepped and ready. The entire house is cleaned and the laundry is cleaned, folded, and stored in the closet as well. By the way, are you coming home late just like you were for the past few days?
Hi, Kayla. Thank you so much for doing them. I like your work so far. And yes, I'll be late again. It's the busiest season at work and the workload has been quite a lot. I sincerely appreciate you taking care of the cleaning and preparing meals for my husband instead of me. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have been able to focus on my work with peace of mind. It's truly an honor to have met someone like you, whom I can trust to handle household chores without worries.
No matter how busy your work is, aren't women still women? No matter how much the world has changed, isn't it true that women are supposed to prioritize their families once they get married? Aren't they supposed to put taking care of their husband's meals and getting household chores done as their top priority as married women? Is it acceptable to focus solely on work and come home late so often, disregarding the husband?
I beg your pardon? What is that supposed to mean?
I feel so bad about Mr. Robinson that he's not being taken care of properly because you're so engrossed in your work day and night. It's disheartening to witness a situation where the inherent expectations of caring for your husband as a married woman are neglected. Isn't it customary for a wife to don an apron, diligently prepare nourishing meals for her husband, meticulously launder and press his shirts, carefully clean the bathtub while ensuring it is filled with warm, inviting water, and thoughtfully arrange a cozy and comfortable bed for his repose? Shouldn't these tasks be deemed essential in fostering a harmonious and nurturing home environment? I can't help but wonder if continuing to live without fulfilling these fundamental duties will have a detrimental impact on your relationship. It is crucial to recognize the significance of nurturing the bond between spouses by prioritizing their emotional and physical well-being. Perhaps taking a moment to reflect upon the importance of these traditional roles and considering ways to strike a balance between your professional endeavors and the nurturing responsibilities of a loving wife would be worthwhile.
I'm asking what that is supposed to mean. What are you trying to say?
I'm not saying this because I have something I want to say specifically, but rather because I feel uncomfortable just watching and wanted to offer some advice. I tend to be straightforward, so I feel compelled to express my thoughts. Having worked in various households for an extended period, I have come across a wide range of living environments and domestic routines. However, when it comes to your home, I must admit that I am taken aback by the state of disarray and neglect that I have witnessed. In many households, even with the assistance of hired help, it's still customary and expected for the wife to take charge of the fundamental tasks that uphold the functioning and tidiness of the household. These tasks include maintaining cleanliness, organizing living spaces, attending to meals, and ensuring a comfortable and inviting atmosphere for everyone in the family. It is a role that has been traditionally ingrained in our society, emphasizing the importance of a harmonious and well-cared-for home. However, when I look at your home, it's hard not to sigh. Your home seems to deviate significantly from these commonly accepted norms. The sight of leftover bread sitting untouched on the dining table from breakfast, damp towels left neglected in the laundry basket without proper drying, and cookie crumbs scattered haphazardly on the sofa and carpet deeply concerns me. Based on what Mr. Robinson said about you being far from having a neat personality and being a messy person, I didn't have high expectations of you. But isn't this really beyond acceptable? If you can't handle the household chores properly, how do you manage your work responsibilities?
Wait, hold on right there. I'm feeling quite bewildered right now, you know? Do you realize who you are, why you are in and out of my house, and why you are discussing these matters right now? I'm asking if you are aware of the topic you're addressing and if you know what you're talking about. Why would I have hired you if my house was always clean and I could handle all the household chores myself? How I manage my household or take care of my husband is none of your business. I hired you to clean and cook for me and my husband, not to get a big lecture from you. You should know your place and not cross the line.
Do I have to keep it to myself when there's something I need to say just because I was hired as your housekeeper and you pay me for it? Where is the respect for my profession? I am in a position where I'm assigned to tasks and get paid for my services, and I see no reason why I should be treated as inferior to you. If you had performed your duties as a wife diligently and effectively, I wouldn't even need to express such frustrations. It's unjust for Mr. Robinson to be in a situation where he can't even enjoy a proper meal or live in a clean environment, especially when he is attractive, caring, and financially successful. He doesn't deserve this. I feel deeply unfair about all of this for him.
It seems like you're having some misconceptions. The one who leaves bread and snacks scattered around and tosses wet towels and worn socks everywhere is not me, but rather my husband you're praising so highly right now. I wouldn't have hired you and requested your assistance if I had the time to take care of household chores myself. As a housekeeper, it is expected that you carry out your duties in a manner befitting the role. Know your place, keep your mouth shut, focus on your assigned tasks, and get paid for what you do for me and my husband. Got it? If you continue to be rude, don't know your place, and get on my nerves, I will contact the staffing agency and discuss everything with them. If that happens, you will no longer be able to work as a housekeeper. So I suggest you carefully consider your thoughts and actions from now on.
Oh, I apologize for the poor manners of a lowly housekeeper like me, who doesn't even know her place and speaks out of turn, getting on your nerves. People like me should simply shut up when told by the employer, right? There is no such thing as human rights for a housekeeper like me, is there? Money takes precedence over human rights, right?
Excuse me?
I'm saying I'm sorry for overstepping. I'll never make any suggestions or raise my voice to you ever again. So let's pretend what happened today never happened.
Would you tell my husband to come home quickly?
I'm sorry? What do you mean? Isn't Mr. Robinson at his home right now? Why would you ask me about his whereabouts?
Because he's right next to you as we speak?
I don't follow you. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You tore up Motel Picky Suite number 601. Are you still going to pretend as if you don't know what I'm talking about?
How in the world did you know that? Did you follow me and Mr. Robinson without us knowing?
How could I possibly follow you when I'm lying in the hospital bed in the emergency room after taking a bite of the cake you two brought last night?
Then how did you figure out about us? And what's up with your tone? Do you think you can take that tone with me just because you're the employer and I'm your housekeeper? I warned you to treat me respectfully.
I was beyond respectful to a housekeeper. I believe that anyone who works diligently and sweats through their labor deserves respect, regardless of the nature of their work. That's why I respected you as well. However, it seems you're not one of them. I hired you to take care of the household chores for me because I'm always busy working, but you didn't fulfill your duties and rather gave me nagging. How am I supposed to show respect to someone like you, who manipulates my husband and has a physical relationship with him?
Let me make it crystal clear, ma'am. It wasn't me who manipulated him. He expressed his feelings for me first. He found it fascinating that I'm so good at cooking and cleaning, unlike you, who are indifferent and only focused on work. He even mentioned that I am much more feminine because of my abilities in household chores. Furthermore, he even said he plans to marry me after divorcing you soon.
Is that why you two knowingly brought me a cake made with eggs, even though you know very well that I'm allergic to them? You reassured me that the cake had no pinch of eggs and told me to eat it without worries. But in reality, the cake contained an excessive amount of eggs. After consuming the cake you gave me, I experienced severe coughing, respiratory distress, vomiting, and abdominal pain, nearly leading to death. Are you people really human beings, trying to kill me by feeding me eggs despite knowing about my allergy? Were you planning to benefit from my death by claiming my life insurance payout and taking over my assets?
Please refrain from making unfounded accusations and labeling me as a criminal. It is common for cakes to contain eggs, and I was unaware of your egg allergy when I gave it to you. Is there any evidence to support your claim that I intentionally did so? If you continue to make baseless accusations, I will consider filing a defamation lawsuit against you. It's best if you stop bothering me and prepare to leave his side.
Where do you have the audacity to talk about things like defamation when you're a bitch who was involved in an inappropriate relationship with your employer during working hours? You couldn't even graduate high school, so you got yourself involved in escort services. Prostitution, in short. Did you think changing your job from a prostitute to a housekeeper could wash away your sordid past?
What the hell did you say?
Don't you still get that your existence is fragile like a life of a fly, and it is now in my hands? I have already conducted a thorough investigation into your background, so it's time for you to back down. I have gathered evidence of your affair with my husband, and I even have photos of you entering the motel with him just now. Yet you seem oblivious to everything and continue to flutter around, delighted by seducing a clueless man like him.
My background investigation? Why would you do that? Since when did you realize what was happening between him and me?
Oh, that was easy. As you went on rambling about housewives, women, and household matters, trying to get on top of my head to taunt me, I couldn't help but sense something right away. When a foolish woman like you thought she could seduce my husband and act recklessly, I already had a hunch. And the very next day, I began my investigation.
That fast?
I'm known for my work, and you're undermining my ability, Mrs. Edwards.
What? Mrs. Edwards?
You're Kayla Edwards, not Pierce. Your maiden name is Pierce, but you don't go by that name anymore because you were married once. You even have a 7-year-old boy named Seth Edwards. Aren't you ashamed of yourself in front of your boy for being a housekeeper and engaging in such behavior of seducing a married man? Instead of doing your job during working hours, you were lying on my bed and having a conversation with your friend. Did you not realize that all of this was recorded by the security camera I installed? You were saying about how you started working as a housekeeper to lure wealthy, decent, and clean men instead of wasting time with garbage men at red light districts. You were so busy bragging about how your ancestors blessed you in successfully trapping a wealthy businessman, weren't you?
You installed a camera and recorded me without my permission? That's an invasion of privacy, and don't you realize that's a crime? You'll have to pay for it.
Well, you know how to say defamation and evasion of privacy, but you don't know what they mean, do you? I installed a camera in my own room, so I don't understand what kind of invasion of privacy you're talking about. I'm curious what kind of laws I'm breaking.
Okay, fine. I guess I don't need to say more since you figured everything out. Divorce him and leave your house. He is the business owner and will provide you with your fair share of alimony, so feel free to make generous claims. It may be financially challenging for living alone without him from now on, but he will be generous and give you what you ask for.
You've got it all wrong. He would never divorce me and marry someone like you. You're wondering why, right? Because the business owner you're referring to is me, and he has nothing to do with my business. The house and car are all under my name, so if anyone would be kicked out with nothing, it would be him, not me.
What do you mean? He said all he has to do is to sit in front of his computer and tell his employees what to do remotely from home because he's the owner of the business. I clearly heard him talking to one of his employees about how to take care of invoices and whatnot. Was that all a lie? Was he only pretending to fool me?
I don't know if he lied to you intentionally or if it was just a mistake, but frankly, I don't care. It's none of my business, and I don't want to know. That lowlife quit his job 2 years ago because he thought he had a cushion to fall back on, which was me, a business owner. But even after 2 years, he has no intention of looking for employment or doing household chores either. I'm already so busy with my business, so I have no room for a man who would cheat on me and betray our marriage by seeking extramarital affairs. So I'm dumping him onto you. You can have him all you want. I suggest you groom and take advantage of him. I'm not sure if he can be groomed exactly because people don't change, but feel free to give it a try. Good luck to you. Oh, by the way, how you two had a conversation about deceiving me and urging me to eat a cake full of eggs? It was all recorded on the security camera I installed as well. I have solid evidence, and I will present it to the police when I file a complaint against you. You may be ignorant and unaware, but allergies can directly impact a person's life because allergens can obstruct the airways, making it difficult to breathe. You knowingly fed me something I am allergic to, so you will have to face the consequences. I will demand compensation for the physical and mental damages I have suffered because of you, almost to the point of facing a living hell. Of course, you'll have to face the consequences of having an affair with a married man on top of it. Be aware.
Mrs. Robinson, please forgive me and don't report me to the police. I can't afford it. I implore you, please refrain from making me a criminal. Please consider that I have a child who I am raising alone after separating from his father long ago. If I become a criminal, I will lose my job, which means I will have no income. As a result, my child won't have a place to live and enough to eat, and eventually won't be able to maintain a normal daily life. Please let me bear the consequences alone. I beg you, ma'am.
Begging won't make any difference, but I'll consider reaching a compromise based on the well-being of your son. Taking into account the young child situation, I might be willing to let the cake incident be a thing of the past if you agree to a payment of $20,000. How does that sound?
Do you really have to do that to a poor single mom of a boy? Will that make you satisfied?
Of course not. I won't be satisfied just for that. I will have to contact the staffing agency and officially file a complaint to ensure that an unethical bitch like you is blacklisted and never employed again. Only then will my revenge be truly complete. Shouldn't I prevent such unfortunate situations like what I encountered? I have an obligation to all the women out there from being harmed by a bitch like you, who knowingly steals their husbands while working as their housekeeper. Do you finally realize it now? Do you understand that you have provoked me wrongly? I hired you to help with household chores, but instead of diligently fulfilling your duties, you schemed to pursue my husband. And he turned out to be jobless when he appeared wealthy. You threw yourself at him before you knew the truth, and now everything has completely fallen apart for you, hasn't it? You dared to climb up to the top of my head without understanding the consequences. Well, why don't you find out what the price to pay for that is, you bitchy mistress? After what happened, I divorced my husband and received alimony from him and the housekeeper. Of course, I claimed compensation for the suffering caused by my egg allergy as well. I also contacted the staffing agency and explained the situation, resulting in the mistress losing her job. It makes me uncomfortable when I think of her 7-year-old son, but what can I do? According to rumors I heard from my mutual friends, those two, who didn't have much to begin with, ended up burdened with significant debt due to the price of their infidelity. As a result, my ex-husband ended up working at a gas station, and the mistress went back to working at an escort service. But people say that when poverty comes in through the window, love goes out the door. As a result, those two, who were once considered the love of each other's lives, ended up breaking up. That's the bitter end of their despicable actions of coveting what belonged to others and engaging in infidelity. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe for more videos.